I do apologize for using the wrong word, for using the wrong verbiage. I did. I sounded like a silver spoon, and I'm not her. I'm not that girl. And you guys are like, oh, that's what the silver spoon girl says. I mean, even after researching a little bit more and realizing that, like, this comment, $117,000 a year is $10,000 a month. It's not that I live a lavish lifestyle. It's that I live an adult life. I'm 25 years old. You cannot survive on $10,000 a month. I can't. Sir, $117,000 a year is not a lot of money. It's a lot of money to some Americans because Americans are broke. But $100,000 is not a lot of money. But congratulations.
A few moments later.
Okay, so it looks like this video is getting a lot of views, and before it blows up, I just want to get a few things straight. I sound really entitled in the video that I posted, and that's not how I meant to come across. I should have never used the word a lot, because let's get this straight. If someone offered me $100,000 that's the price for the reality TV show I'm trying to be on, I would grab that and run and invest and use that for my music, for my fitness, for my business, for my home, for my family. I would give back to the community. $100,000 is a lot of money. I do apologize for using the wrong word, for using the wrong verbiage. I did. I sounded like a silver spoon, and I'm not her. I'm not that girl. And you guys are like, oh, that's what the silver spoon girl says. I mean, even after researching a little bit more and realizing that, like, the national U.S. average of income is almost $60,000, like, median at 2022. Comparing that to $100,000 is a lot. That's a lot. And so I shouldn't have said, and I don't want to backtrack. Like, I don't regret what I said. I regret the way I said it, because I don't want anyone to mistake who I am or how I'm living my life and stuff like that.
$117,000 is not a lot of money. The entitlement is on steroids with these modern women. $10,000 a month. These women think that they're above that. Let's break this whole thing down and dissect it so you can understand why a female like her is saying this. So you hear a lot of women that are on these videos and podcasts and saying, I want a high value man, a guy who makes six figures, a guy who makes $150,000, $200,000 a year. The reason why women are saying this, and they actually believe that they deserve that, is because they don't have to put in work for that money. See, these women walk around and they've been given their value, their looks, their image, their fertility. So this is why you see so many of these females with inflated egos that saying, I'm an overweight woman, I got 2-3 kids out of wedlock, I'm a single mother, but I still want a guy who makes six figures. And you scratch your head and you're wondering, what are you talking about? That's insane. But these women actually believe that they deserve a guy like that. She thinks that $100,000, that's nothing, because these women are somewhat attractive. So they think, my looks will get me that guy. These women think just because I'm somewhat attractive or somewhat appealing, I got a little butt, I got a little figure or whatever, that a guy who makes $500,000 a year, a guy who's a millionaire, I deserve him. He's going to buy me the world. He's going to give me what I want. But it rarely if ever happens. And I did more research, and that woman has two little jobs. One job is a server, another job is like some other little gig. It's sad because these females think that their looks will get them to where they want to be. It's like a vehicle, point A to point B to point C to point D. This is why it's very dangerous, guys, for a woman to not know her actual value, because they'll walk around and go around because they get likes and comments and praise and validation on Instagram, and all these thirsty guys saying, hey, let's hang out, and they want to have sex. They don't understand that, yeah, dudes will hook up, but it's not means that they don't, want to actually be with you or commit to you. Or listen, females like her, they haven't even been in contact with a man who makes $150,000, $200,000 a year, six figures. I guarantee you. So the reason why these chicks are saying is because they see these other Instagram models, all these other women living these lavish lifestyles and everything like that. So they're like, well, that's the type of life that I deserve. It's all about entitlement. It's sick. She's not even all that attractive. Some of you might think, oh man, she's a really good looking girl. Listen, you got to get around. You got to get outside. You got to go to different places. You got to start realizing, man, these chicks on TikTok, these females on social media, They're like basic women. They're like literally average to below average at best. So a woman like her, $100,000, $170,000 a year, let me ask her this. How are you supposed to get a guy that makes that much? Now, she might do have an OF account or whatever, who knows? But I highly doubt that she can literally get a guy that makes that much. Not just get him for sexual activity in the bedroom, but to actually keep that guy. Most of these women cannot do that. Guys, to keep a guy who makes six figures, it's very hard. Trust me, I'm telling you from experience. I run with these guys. We rub elbows. I'm telling you, these guys aren't really trying to settle down like that. And if they do try to settle down, listen, you got to do this. You got a long checklist. You got to be submissive. And on top of that, you ain't having no TikTok or social media account like the woman like that. So as I already know, she's already out of the market for a guy who makes six figures, who might be a millionaire. It's just facts. I'm just speaking it from experience. Women like her, they're just a pass around chick, right? You can tell she's annoying. She's talking to me, and she had to backtrack and retrack and say, well, it is a lot of money. I'm not a silver spoon-fed chick. She probably isn't, but guess what? She thinks because of social media, the likes, the praise, the DMs, these women start to think that they're worth that. This is why, guys, a lot of you dudes are just banging these chicks, or you trying to hit them up on dating apps and everything. They start to conflate and get it confused. Oh, I got 100 likes and comments and messages. I got a lot of matches. That means I deserve a guy who makes six figures. Or here's the thing. I believe a guy who made six figures, possibly they hooked up and had sex here and there, but he never wanted to be with her like that long term. So in her mind, she's like, oh, I deserve a guy who makes six figures. Oh, a guy who makes six figures is nothing. But here's the thing. Did that guy with six figures that you were hooking up with and having sex with, did he actually spend money on you? Did he actually invest in you financially? I'm not talking about just smashing and keeping it moving. Now I'm talking about not just buying a little cheeseburger. All right, I'm out of here. Because most dudes who make that type of money, I'm telling you, they've dotted all their I's and crossed all their T's. They're not trying to make any mistakes. They're not trying to lose money. So if a guy who makes that amount of money is going to invest in someone or something, they better be given a good ROI. They got to be getting some return on their investment. They have to get something that's going to benefit them. Because getting that type of money and reaching that level of success, that different tax bracket, you're going to be like, man, I ain't trying to dip. I ain't trying to lose money. So if I give somebody or do something, it's going to be a tax write-off. It's going to be crypto. It's going to be this. It's going to be that. I got to see what I'm getting back. It's not a charity situation. So women like her, they think that they deserve the world. It's sad because the older they get, they're going to realize, man, where are all these guys at? Where's my six-figure man? It's only a small percentage of men in this country who make six figures. And I guarantee you, she does not make six figures, $170,000 a year. Now, she might say that as far as possibly a dual income sort of situation, but I highly doubt it. I've seen a few of her videos. She's not out there getting money like that. Here's the thing, any individual who's on social media that much, posting about this, about that, they're not really actually generating all that income. Because the individuals who are generating income on social media, they're not just up there talking about silly things and it's $170,000. They're not up there. Anything that they post for the most part is going to be designed to generate income and resources. This female is just another entitled fool who is going to hit the wall real soon. And she thinks that, I deserve this type of guy, or that's not a lot of money. What she really, really meant to say is a guy who makes that amount of money is not worth my time. If he makes $170,000 or less than that, he doesn't deserve me. But here's the thing, guys who make that money, they have a harem of women. They have at least 2, 3, 4 women that they're dealing with. Why not? Why would they settle? They've reached a point in life, they become successful. Why should they just stick with one woman and that's it? Because most of these women are like, okay, if you're broke, you don't deserve no woman. Have you heard that before? I don't want no scrub. I don't want no broke dude. So if a guy has money, if he makes six figures, why would he just stick with one woman? Think about it. These women are entitled, and it's only going to get worse and worse and worse.